guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for coming back. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you all about nursing bullying and the nurse that bullied me at my first job. I know you guys have been waiting for this, and I've just decided I'm going to talk to you guys about it. So if you guys want to hear more about my experience with nurse bullying and nurses eat their young, then please stay tuned for this video. Hi guys, welcome back. For those of you who are new to my channel, I'd like to say welcome. My name is Mercy. I'm a BSN RN, and on this channel I talk about nursing, lifestyle, beauty. I do a little bit of vlogging, and I just do a little bit of everything. So if you think you would like to join my family, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below, and also hit the bell notification button so that way you'll never miss another video from me again. With that being said, let's get into the video. Okay guys, the reason a lot of you guys found my channel is because of a video I made talking about my experience with bullying, especially when it comes to nursing. So when I got my first nursing job, I was bullied at that job. I was treated unfairly, and it made me leave the job. It made me quit nursing for a while actually, and I thought I was never gonna go back until God shined the light on me again and said, you know what, you need to get up and go. And that's how I came back to nursing. But in that video, I talked about what happened, and at the time it had just happened and I didn't have a lot of experience, so I just couldn't understand what was going on. But now, being a nurse for a while and working in different environments, I've worked in neuro, I've worked in med-surg, I've worked on the tele unit, I've worked on the ICU step down, and I've also worked in home health. So I have a little bit of experience. I've worked by myself in home health, and I've worked with other co-workers in those other specialties. So I have come to the conclusion about what happened to me. So the term nurses eat their young doesn't necessarily mean that it's older nurses versus younger nurses. It just simply means that a more experienced nurse is mean or rude or nasty or evil to a less experienced nurse. So I've done my own research and I've come to a conclusion. When it comes to nurses eating their young, there are many reasons. I mean, one nurse can eat their young for one reason, another nurse can eat their young for another reason. So some of the common reasons why nurses eat their young is: number one, insecurity; number two, maybe they are very stressed at home and at work; number three, fear of losing their position because they feel like the younger nurse is going to come and take their position; and number four, I would say lack of education. So let me explain those points. So as I said, a nurse might eat their young because of insecurity. And this happens in Hollywood all the time. This is a great example. In Hollywood, these beautiful actresses make so much money at their prime, usually between their teens and their late 20s and sometimes in their 30s. They book every job, they book every modeling position, and they just make so much money. And then at a certain time, their jobs start to get smaller and smaller and smaller, and their roles start to get smaller and smaller as well. Why? Because there are younger, more beautiful actresses coming into the game. So it causes those older people, even though they have experience, to get pushed behind to make room for the younger people. Why? Maybe because they are more appealing to the viewers. So this is similar to what's happening in nursing. The older nurses or the more experienced nurses, a lot of them got their degrees years and years ago. And if you guys know anything about nursing, you know that evidence-based practice is an ongoing thing. There's always new evidence, and there's always new research, and there's always new practice. So the newer, younger nurses who come right out of nursing school, they are more familiar with those new changes. The older nurses are set in their ways and they do things a certain way. So here comes this young nurse who thinks she knows everything, and it makes them feel funny because they're like, I've been here, I have experience, I know everything that's happening. How can this young person, or how can this inexperienced person come and try to tell me what to do? Or you may not even be telling them what to do. Just the fact that you are fresh out of school is intimidating to them because they know that you know more, especially when it comes to computer charting and all the fancy new softwares and, you know, everything that's going on in today's world. They know that you are more familiar with it because they came from an age where they used to chart on paper. So that can intimidate a lot of older nurses and cause them to lash out on those younger nurses. And those younger nurses are victims because this is not their fault. They just happen to be, you know, born later in life, or they just happen to go into nursing later in life, and they have nothing to do with all the changes that is happening, but they become a victim because of those reasons. Another reason a nurse may eat their young is because of stress. We all know that nursing is stressful. The stress of nursing doesn't only start when you get your job. It starts from the day you decide to go to nursing school. It is stressful to try to find a good nursing school. It's stressful to try to pay for it. It's stressful to go through nursing school. It's stressful to go to clinical. Stressful to get a job, and then when you do get a job, the stress continues. So there is a lot of stress in nursing, and a lot of those nurses are overworked and underpaid. So when they see a younger nurse, maybe good looking because the stress hasn't hit you yet, your hair still lays a certain way, you don't have as many gray hair, you still pay attention to what you wear when you go to work, that makes them feel funny, and they want to do what they can to dim your light so that you're on the same level as them. So they'll do anything they can in their power to make you feel less than who you are. So they'll call you names, they'll call you stupid, they'll call you inadequate, they won't help you when you ask them for help. They just do all kinds of things because they're stressed out and they have a lot going on already. And here you are with your new self and your energy and your stylish scrubs walking around like it's nothing. That makes them feel really, really bad. And another thing is, a lot of times when people get paired up with preceptors, sometimes the managers don't even tell them they're going to be paired up with a new student or a new nurse. They hear about it the day of. Like when you show up to work on the first day, that is when those preceptors are told that they need to mentor you or they need to precept you. And that is annoying because they have their jobs. They want to be able to go through their work routine. They already have a set way of doing things, but now they have to stop every second to teach somebody, and it's frustrating to them. Now, with this being said, I'm not saying this to justify any kind of bullying or any kind of mistreatment. I'm just trying to make some sense out of this nonsense, because sometimes a lot of the reasons why people are acting this way is because of management. Management is not doing their job. I feel like, number one, if those more experienced nurses were going through classes to learn how to precept other nurses, that will, number one, lessen their stress. Number two, get them prepared. Number three, if they were getting paid more to precept those nurses, I feel like it would make them feel better. And also, if these nurses were being asked if they want to precept, and if they had the choice to say yes and no, I feel like that would make it better as well. But most times, these nurses are just thrown out there with a new person, and they have to not only teach, but they also have to learn how to teach. And not everyone is a teacher. Not everyone has the heart for it. So that is what's causing some of the problems. And some of these people also have some stress from their homes. And some people don't know how to cope well with stress, so they take it out on other people. Again, the younger nurses, the less experienced nurses become victims. And that is what happened in my case. I don't know what the situation was for my preceptor. I don't know if she was stressed out because of family life. I don't know if it's because she wasn't told that she was going to precept me. I don't know if she was insecure because she had to precept this new nurse because that nurse was a RN and I had my BSN. She was thinking about going to school for her BSN, but she only had her RN. And now she has to teach somebody who has a higher degree than she did. So I don't know what her situation was, but again, it doesn't justify what she did to me. But thinking back at it, I can kind of see where she's coming from because it just didn't make sense to me. So she was completely rude and mean and nasty to me. She made me hate my life. Like, I have never been so down in my life, and I'm usually a really, really happy person. And that is one of the reasons I decided to start this channel, because I don't want anybody to go through what I went through. I don't want any nurse, new or old, to go out there feeling like I can't do it. I'm so dumb, I'm stupid, I feel inadequate, I can't go to nursing school because of this, I can't be a nurse because of that. This is the reason I started this channel, because I want to share my experience with you guys, and I want to help you guys as well to try to figure this out. Just because one job was toxic doesn't mean the other one is going to be toxic. And it took me quitting my job to realize that it wasn't the end of the world. I went somewhere else and got treated much, much better. And I've gotten several different jobs after that. We as females especially, we don't have to put each other down to feel good about ourselves. You don't have to tell somebody they're ugly to feel pretty. You don't have to tell someone they're stupid to feel smart. You don't have to put someone down to uplift yourself. It just doesn't work. Instead, when you make someone else feel good, it actually makes you feel good. When you service others, it actually makes you feel good. And I don't know if it's just me, but that's how I feel. Whenever I do something nice for someone, I know the person is happy and they're appreciative, but I feel happier as a person and as a human for doing that. And that is, again, one of the reasons that I went into nursing, because I knew that I wanted to service others. And I don't think any nurse has the power or should have the power to make someone feel so dumb to the point where they want to quit the profession of nursing. There is room for everybody in nursing. Nursing is a career that is not going away anytime soon. It's not going away ever. People are always sick. People always need education. People always need help. People always need a second hand. People just always need nurses. So nursing is not going anywhere. So if you're out there and you're one of those nurses who eat their young, you really just need to sit and rethink your decision, because what you're doing to that person says a lot more about you as a person. So you just need to sit back and rethink your decisions and stop putting people down. That is one of the reasons I don't address negative comments or dislikes on my channel, because that is not why I'm here. So you can dislike my videos. It doesn't bother me at all, because I know the messages I get from people. People send me messages all the time telling me that just because I shared my story with them, they were able to apply for nursing school. Some people got jobs. Some people finally decided to go into nursing. Some people got accepted into nursing. Some of them are not even nurses. Some of them are just regular people or moms or pregnant women. And just because I'm sharing my story with you guys, it's touching someone else out there. And that means everything to me. That is the reason I do this every single day. If I can sit here, little old me, by myself in front of a camera and do this to people out there, we all can do it. So let's just look deep within. This whole nurses eat their young thing, it needs to stop. It's not funny. People's lives are involved, not just the patients, but those nurses, because people hurt themselves because of this. People take their own lives because of this. This is not funny. This is not a game. This needs to stop, because I know what I went through when it happened to me, and I know how I felt. So that is why I wanted to make this video. I hope this video again touches someone, and if you think this video was helpful to you, please go ahead and share the video with all your friends and family. And if you did like the video, please go ahead and give me a big thumbs up. And also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below, and also hit the bell notification button so that way you'll never miss another video from me again. If you're wondering where I got my hair from, this hair is from my hairline, Nimba Beauty Collection. I am on Instagram. The website is not up yet. I am looking at launching my website soon, but it's not up yet. But you can still order hair, bundles, wigs, custom wigs, and lashes from me. Just contact me either here or on my Instagram page. And also, if you're wondering about my jewelry, I also have a jewelry line. We sell different unique pieces. This is a African map necklace. We have all kinds from different countries and different shapes and sizes. We have the rings, we have the earrings, we have some beautiful bags. I don't know if you guys have seen these bags online, but these are the new trends and everybody's getting them. So we have these as well, and we just have all kinds of really beautiful pieces. So please go ahead and visit the website. Thank you guys again so much for your love and support, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.